Good evening, guys. Welcome back. Good afternoon. We're in the afternoon. 4:30 here, 5:30 for most people in Southeast Asia. But regardless of the time, what matters is the place and setting. This is the GEST IDC playoffs. That's where you are. That's where you should be. And if you're not, tell your friends. Tell them why aren't they watching Mineski up against Gigabyte Ideal, the semi-finals in the playoffs. We are on playoff Sunday of the August edition. This is GEST number 7. Can you believe it? We're more than halfway through this 12-month tournament with 30,000 US dollars in prize money. Yes, you heard me right. 30,000 US dollars of prize money. It is sensational. It is amazing. All sponsored by Gigabyte. Run on the Play Cyber Games platform. This is your August playoffs. This is your 7th GEST. This is Mineski against Ideal. I am your commentator, your host from GEST IDC. I am Gods, and we are going to be looking at a semi-final matchup, a playoff. This is a familiar scene, a familiar setting, but two different teams, one completely new matchup, completely own individual game, and we'll see what is going to take part here, what story is going to be told. We're going to hop right into the game properly now, as you guys can get the full view and find out what is going to be going on. We've got the bands, the picks unraveling now. Mineski on the Sentinel side, Ideal on the Scourge side. The one big question I'm asking myself now, are we going to see a Bimboka? Is that going to be coming out here with one of these last couple of picks? Mineski yet to pick up a solo mid. They've gone for the Earthshaker, the Windrunner, and the Shadow Demon. You've got your two supports, the Shadow Demon, the Earthshaker. They're your two supports for your tri-lane. You want some here to round off the tri-lane. Chaos Knight's already been taken by Gigabyte Ideal, who also got the Ancient Apparition and the Lone Druid. They love to run that Lone Druid. They put him in the off lane last game. They may want to do something similar here. The CKAA could go in a tri-lane, could run a dual lane. It's a strong hero. We are going to see a Leshrac as the 4th pick. Mineski have gone for an Omni Knight. Omni Knight as a solo mid, I would like to say. This is going to be probably, I don't know, Jajero. He's been the one playing those solo mid, so this could be Jajero on the solo mid. They opt for the Omni Knight, deciding that, heroes they've been using so far. I mean, Queen of Pain is not really going to be the go. DK is not the go. Invoker, not the go. But they also pick up a Shadow Fiend, so this is going to be an Omni Knight tri-lane, and it looks like Shadow Fiend is going to be the solo mid. Shadow Fiend solo mid, Omni Knight tri-lane. That's how I see this, and or possibly even Windrunner in the tri-lane. This could also be Windrunner tri-lane with Omni Knight and Shadow Fiend as their two solos. So they've got a couple different options here. We'll see how they want to do this, but I imagine it's going to be a Shadow Fiend solo mid in the hands of Jajero. He is the one who played it last time, but look at this. Ideal Gigabyte, they're going all out push. They're getting push, and more push. They get the Shadow Shaman. The Rasta is going to be the last pick. They've got the Leshrac as well. They've got a great chain stun with the CK Leshrac AA tri-lane. They can run Shadow Shaman at mid. They can put Lone Druid at bottom. And we'll see how they want to do this, how they're going to lane this. No sounds. What do you mean no sounds? You got sounds. I'll turn my sounds up a bit. Hopefully you guys can hear it okay. There should be some sound effect volume. There we go. If that's not enough, well, something's up. Something's wrong. Not anything I can do. And we're going to see a quick pause coming out. We'll see who's going to be playing what. It is going to be Jay on the Windrunner. I imagine as a side lane solo. That's been his role. He's been playing the puck. He's been playing the Windrunner. And he's in that side lane solo unless they pick SF. Unless they pick Invoker. If they pick Invoker, it goes straight to Bimbo. The Bimboka cannot be taken away. But mostly it's been Jajero playing the solo mid. And I believe it's going to be him playing it once again. I didn't actually see if it was him who picked it up. We'll have to wait and see. In fact, I don't think he's actually picked a hero as of yet. But I think it will be SF played by John. It'll be Bimbo playing the Windrunner. You've got Woots on Earthshaker, RR playing the Shadow Demon, and then the Omni Knight being played by Owa. Probably in the tri-lane, probably with those two supports. Over on the Ideal side, what are we going to see there? We'll probably see... What do we... I don't know this team as well as I know Mineski, but I mean, we saw last... Well, we're going to see right away up. We saw him last game playing the Bear. He's going to be playing it once again. TF on the Chaos Knight. SD playing the Shadow Shaman. Axie, Shadow Shaman support. Okay, Leshrac going to be soloing by the looks of things. Solo mid Leshrac being played by BZ. The Lanaya player from last game. Not going to be on Lanaya, but he's going to be on another hero that can be very aggressive. Do a heap of instant damage with Edict, with Split Earth, with all his spells, all his nukes. It's not the right click damage, it's the magic damage, but we are going to see him on the Leshrac. And then finally, oh, look at this. Oh, we're actually playing the Shadow Fiend. Finally, we've got NN on the Ancient Apparition. So, over on the Mineski side, as mentioned, Jay is on the Windrunner. Unlike what I predicted, it is going to be Owa on the Shadow Fiend. He's going to be the one at mid lane, which does leave Jejero to play the Omni Knight. Shadow Demon for RR, Earthshaker for Woots. Nothing out of the ordinary there. And we'll see how things shake up. This is going to be a tri lane up against the Lone Druid. I hear that's pretty tough for this Lone Druid, but he can pull the creep wave back. He wants to bring his bear, pull the creep wave away, get the creep wave going to his tower so he can get some farm, get some XP near the safety of his base. Although he does need to make sure he gets that bear on over. ES is just going to walk up, scout it out, say, hey, what's up, man? How's it going? He's got a magic stick. This magic stick is not going to help at all against the bear. There's not going to be any casting going whatsoever. He was maybe expecting this tri lane bottom, but they decided to send it top with the... Oh, do they send it top? Where's the CK? CK is going mid. This is a CK dual lane at mid, perhaps? Oh, Windrunner. Oh, Windrunner. He's used to Windrun. Is there a shackle? There's a cold feet proc. There's a dead Windrunner. He's going to go down. First blood in your semifinals. Mineski have given it up. Jay goes down very early on. It's iDeal.GIGABYTE who strike first. They want RR as well. The cold feet, it may proc again. There's no follow-up damage. It will proc the very edge. The disruption does a bit of damage. But right now it is going to be the AA CK lane at mid. AA using up most of his mana, but hey, he's got 2 clarities. He can handle this. Shadow Demon decides to stay mid, seeing this CK AA dual lane, knowing that Shadow Fiend is going to need some help here. I love Shadow Fiend's build, going for 3 branches, so not rushing the bottle. He needs the extra stats to survive this lane, so it's a nice little pickup for him. And we do see ES managed to get himself away. I don't even know if he got that good. Nope, he missed it. Come on, Woots, man. Get your head in the game, but we will see the bear. He's pulled the creep wave back. That's what you do as a bear, and well, look at this. He can last hit fairly safely, but he knows where these enemy heroes are, because there's a few creeps that slip by. They've got to last hit their tower, and then he will get this new creep wave here. Not only does he deny some creeps, he denies some farm, but he gets some safe farm of his own. Mid lane, though, this is where the aggression is probably going to be, unless they find an opening. But, well, it's hard to get any kills at bottom lane. It's just ES with an Omni Knight, 2 melee heroes. They have to get a fissure block followed up by a big purification damage. Is not going to happen. So Mineski, as far as the laning stage goes, they're on the defensive. They're really not going to be having a very fun time. Shadow Fiend and SD, it's a defensive lane. There's no killing power there. It's mostly just SD to help keep the Shadow Fiend alive. Top lane, you've got Windrunner, a solo here up against a dual lane. Leshrac with the Shadow Shaman. Well, normally Windrunner would do okay, especially up against a non-tri lane. Just a dual lane, you think Windrunner can stay alive with Windrun, but gave up the first blood, which went to Leshrac, who's going to have very fast boots. Probably going to go for a couple points of edict. Oh, sorry, second blood. Mid lane, SF goes down. Where was the Shadow Demon? Not there to keep him alive. CKAA managed to combo together. That's the power of this combo. Gives the stun as well as the blink strike to basically secure the cold feet proccing. Oh, Windrunner. Shadow Shaman trading hits. Leshrac thinks about coming around, but decides to stay near his tower. Giving up this farm to go, unless you're getting a sure kill, it's not really worth giving up that farm. So Leshrac will keep on farming under his tower. Getting a decent farm here. BZ really off to a good start at top lane. This dual lane at mid. CKAA, they're going again. 3 seconds stun. That looks like it could be the end of Shadow Fiend. He's going to come out, but they know which one's real. I think they should. It's still stunned. The real one is one that's stunned, but nope, they're not going to get long raise. The 900 range raise lands on CK, who pops most of his bottle charge. He's turned around now, though. He's healed himself up a bit, and they're going on Shadow Demon, who looks like he will go down. Is there any more raises? Shadow Fiend out of mana. The level 2 raises would have maybe done enough damage with one more with the right click, but there wasn't any mana from the SF to do so. Still short from his bottle. Mineski now down to 0 kills to 3. Great start for iDeal. Not to mention this top lane. The lane ward. The Leshrac Shadow Shaman. This is such a clever lane. It's so good against Windrunner because they've got so many disables. Windrunner, if Windrunner gets hit by a Hex and then a Shackle, Windrunner is dead. Leshrac can chase with the Edict, even with a Windrunner being popped. Leshrac can just keep up and basically do some Edict damage. Maybe you get away, but with no boots, I don't think Windrunner can get away. Sure, the Windrunner slows the Leshrac, but Leshrac has boots. Leshrac can just keep close, make sure the Edict is doing some damage, and well, you don't have to right click, you just have to chase. So I think this dual lane can really crush Windrunner. And it shows. Windrunner has not been in XP range, because if he goes forward, he dies. If he gets hexed, he dies. He cannot do anything at all. And look at this. Mineski decide, okay, let's at least make sure we win one lane. Let's go bottom. Let's try to get the kill on the Shadow Demon. They're not going to get it though. The fissure. It doesn't block the bear. It blocks the Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon, who tanks up the tower, gets himself down to, well, 50 HP. Really needs to be careful here. Omni Knight as well gets down very, very low. Both heroes with downs, but oh my gosh, a couple of right clicks from that Spirit Bear, and those two heroes would have gone down. Both salving up. SF with a haste rune, steals it from the opposition more than anything here. He hasn't even got his bottle yet, but he also cannot lane at mid. He's really struggling. Windrunner's actually come mid. The Windrunner SF dual lane at mid just because, well, there's nothing they can do. Windrunner can maybe, well, I don't think he's probably got Shackle Shot. He's probably got Windrun Power Shot, which is the combo you want in a tough lane. You don't need Shackle Shot when you're a solo hero. You're not going to be going for kills unless you're in a 1v1 matchup. There's your initiation stun. It's just a 1 second. He's got the haste as well. There was never going to get a kill there unless they got a 3 or a 4 second stun. I believe you can get a 4 second stun. Oh, it's a level 2 stun, so I think it's 1 to 3 seconds. And
player's forces are under attack.
not going to get the kill at mid. It's a 3 second stun. They probably would have got the cold feet lock, even regardless of SF having the haste. He wouldn't be able to get out in time with a 3 second stun. But luckily for SF, well, that time he's lucky, I should say. The other times he maybe hadn't been so lucky, although I didn't see what the seconds were on those stuns. But as soon as his CK is level 7, well, that's when 4 seconds every time, baby. That's what you're after. That's the dream. Bottom lane though, Mineski need to start getting some kills, need to start being aggressive, I feel. They need to make something happen. They're falling behind, and look at this, Windrun jungle. He's pulled the creep wave. This is going to help him out though. This is a nice bit of play from Windrun. Smart play from Jay, realizing he can do nothing at top, but what's going to happen now is Leshrac, push, Edict, Shadow Shaman getting close to level 6, and towers are going to start dropping. T1 tower will go very fast to the Edict. Lift getting popped already. They'll just burst down this creep wave and they'll get this tower, and then if Shadow Shaman hits level 6, T2 tower goes down as well, maybe even without Shadow Shaman wards. Edict alone can start getting towers. iDeal having a fantastic start here. Mineski going for a counter push. This is what they need to do. Either get kills on Bear or at least pressure his tower. The Omni Knight pick, well, so far it has not really worked out for them. It's struggling. He's getting farm, he's 26 creep kills, but what's Omni Knight going to do? The longer this game goes, I just do not see Omni Knight having a massive impact here. Windrun level 4. That's a good news for them. They need to get levels on Windrun. Windrun wants to max Power Shot, wants to start getting points in Shackle Shot as well. And until that really happens, there's not going to be much happening for Mineski. They can't get kills. What can happen though is that iDeal.GIGABYTE can get kills, because that is what's going to happen at bottom lane. Shadow Shaman TP's in, as well as Leshrac. They forget continuing their push at top lane. They're going to TP bottom. They're going to back up their team. They're going to even chase for more. They picked up 2. They take out the 2 supports. RR as well. Diving in too deep. Only the Omni Knight remains standing, and he hasn't even got his arcane boost yet. Going for a magic stick as well as Bassy Ring. He's got 860 gold. Probably wants to get some fast arcane boost, but 0-5. Mineski off to a bad start here. iDeal.GIGABYTE really taking the game to them with some really interesting picks. This is the clash in styles. You've got the Filipino picks, the Filipino style, but then you have iDeal.GIGABYTE, a Thai team running a Leshrac Shadow Shaman lane. Something very different, something very unconventional, but it's working out here. Oh man, and now we're going to see Windrun catching up at top lane. That's what Mineski need to do. They don't want to fight, they just want to catch up. SF even going for a bracer here, just going for any survivability items he can afford. Shadow Shaman actually drops the ward, probably a bit unnecessarily, with Edict as well as the Bear there. I mean, plenty of damage for a tower, plenty of survivability and tanks. The Bear can tank it up, the Edict can do the damage. No Demolish yet, Bear is only level 3. Level 3 Spirit Bear, I mean, the Silver Bear himself is level 6, but he hasn't maxed out his Spirit Bear yet, but still, things are going poorly. And that's an understatement from Mineski. 0-5, down 2 towers. Not to mention the levels. That's something we just caught the end of an AA ultimate flying mid, and that's just, look at this level difference. Level 6, level 7. All the Scourge heroes, I believe, we'll pop up to the scoreboard for a second, although it looks like they are heading mid. We'll quickly have a look at this. 6, 6, 6, 7, 7, 6, all 6 or 7. Look at Mineski. Level 3 Shadow Demon, level 4 ES, level 5 Omni Knight, and then the solos, the winner and SF at level 6. They're really under level. They're going to find themselves possibly finding an opening at mid. They want this kill Knight. They're going to get him with a purification, and now they need more. Leshrac comes in. The Edict damage being split to the creeps, luckily, and Leshrac taking heaps of damage. Mineski finds 2 kills. Guardian Angel even being used there. Great fight for Mineski. That's what they needed. That's the opening they were after, and they commit 5 heroes for it, but that's what you've got to do. When you're this far behind, you group up as 5, find the squishy heroes and focus them down. Oh, Shadow Shaman dodges a power shot. That's going to be good news for him. Purification finishes off the Spirit Bear. Lone Druid, or did he resummon it? He may have, I'm not 100% sure if it actually got the kill. I didn't quite see if they got XP or gold for it, but Omni up to 1200 gold may have actually got that. That would have definitely helped him out a lot. Chaos Knight still farming, 2-1 now. Right after that death, he says, okay, let's get back to farming. Let's get back on the train. The carry train. Now AA and Shadow Shaman, and they're in the mid lane. They're probably going to go for this tier 1 tower, but they need to be careful. One Shackle Shot. These heroes, they shine in lane. They've got huge damage output. but it's at the cost of survivability. They're very squishy. A8, Leshrac, and Shadow Shaman. I mean, you look at this. iDeal had a great lead, but the problem is, all Mineski need is levels. They're behind in levels, but they can beat this iDeal team in a team fight with just levels, whereas iDeal need items as well as levels, which is the good news for Mineski. All Mineski need to do is drop a Fissure plus Power Shot, and Leshrac, Shadow Shaman, they drop to less than half HP. One Fissure plus Power Shot combo, and they are down very low and suddenly can't fight. That's the power of the Mineski lineup. They've got this long range spam, whereas Shadow Shaman, Leshrac, even Ancient Apparition, these heroes, 720, 796, 700 HP. They're damn freaking squishy. Oh, Power Shot. It's going to scout out Roshan. The wards are there. Roshan is still good at half HP. They can maybe make a play for this. Does he have another Power Shot? They're going in. Roshan, it's not done yet. Edict is there. Mineski going to drop a Fissure, maybe. Oh, this will be close. This will be close. Fissure doesn't come yet. Repel on the E, yes. He may want to drop an ultimate. He does. It's on the Bear. Bear's got the Aegis, so they want the Leshrac. Go for the Leshrac. Omni Knight. Disruption, trying to keep himself alive. Is there a repel or a heal? The stun lock, Omni Knight, he's going to try to run away. I don't know if he has mana there or not. It's iDeal though who come out on top. Mineski needed to get the spam. They needed to do a blind Fissure. Their ES wanted to walk in. He needed to just Fissure and follow it up with a Power Shot. If that hit Leshrac, Leshrac probably goes down. Instead they go for the Bear. Bear who is tanky, 1200 HP, and also has an Aegis. Oh my gosh, they're going to find Jay as well. Jay in all sorts of trouble. Jay going to go down. 8 kills to 2. The kills keep on coming and they want more. They want RR. RR, no boots. He's on the run, but it's going to be a retreat. They're going to go for the tier 1 tower. iDeal find themselves a 3rd tower of the game. Mineski yet to get one at all. They've done some damage at bottom. Not really any damage at mid. A fair bit of damage at top as well, but neither tower going down as of yet. Bear is not that close to his relic. That's the good news. He's gone for some phase boots on his hero. He's only got 1300 gold. We're 11 minutes in, but if he gets farming now, maybe Chaos Knight just goes and creates space for him to farm. Maybe they look to keep pushing down some towers. He can still get that Relic and Radiance up by about the 20-minute mark. We're only 11 minutes in. There's plenty of time to now buckle down and start farming. Top lane, Jay on Windrunner. Level 7. That's the thing. Mention these levels. Level 7 is a big level. He's got the maxed out Power Shot, so he's got the spam. He needs it, but before they can get their big kills, they need the Shackle Shot. That's going to be their initiation, as well as the ES Fissure. And speaking of initiation, Invis Chaos Knight, well, that's the perfect way to do things. He's backing off really far, though. I think they know something is up. Jay does not. He's got backup right behind him. AA ultimate, the heal, but he repel. Is it going to come? Guardian Angel, that's going to keep him alive. He did get repelled in fact, and now this is a great turnaround. The Omni Knight pick paying off, but he's going to get focused down. Defensive disruption. Look at all these defensive heroes. Omni Knight saves Windrunner. Shadow Demon tries to save the Omni Knight. It's not going to be enough. Now SF is coming in with some long range rages and a Fissure. They can maybe start getting some kills here, but Coldfeet forces the Shadow Fiend to back off. Shadow Shaman needs to be careful. He's getting fairly low here. Oh, Shackle Shot from the trees. What a Shackle Shot. The Power Shot going to miss though. He gets hexed up. Oh my gosh, the Serpent Ward's going to find Jay. Jay now on the run. He needs to maybe Power Shot through some trees. He goes for the kills though. And it's iDeal who pick up 4 kills. Oh, Woot. He gets the Fissure. He does get the kill on TF. But I don't know if that's going to be enough for Mineski. They'll happily walk away from that fight. They lose 4. They kill 1. The fight almost went well with him. A fantastic Shackle Shot from the trees. Jay got the Shackle off, but he somehow got sheeped at the same time. He got sheeped up. He couldn't. The Power Shot then missed. If the Power Shot had landed with that Shackle, heroes will drop for iDeal. There would have been 2-3 kills for Mineski, but oh no. Mineski find themselves on the receiving end of a bad fight. Omni Knight gets picked off at the start. He's too squishy. All these heroes are sitting ducks. If they get chain stunned, if they get burst down, they drop fast. None of them with more than 1k HP, I believe. SF does, just. He's got Treads and Embracer. The Scourge team with the burst damage. The Scourge team also squishy. Both lineups really squishy. iDeal have slightly better burst damage, as well as better nukes, but Mineski have better range. They've got the initiation range. There's your long range Shackle Shot engagement. Oh, disruption. Not sure if that's the right call. That is the right call. Power Shot followed by a Purification on the Shadow Demon Illusion. Nice bit of play there. Something nice and tricky. Meanwhile, top lane. Looks like Chaos Knight got a solo kill on Woot. Woot farming on his own, man. That's not what you do. That's not what you do. Woot's up to 700 gold. Nowhere near in sight of a Blink Dagger. Of even Arcane. Well, he's close to his Arcanes if he wants him, but maybe he rushes the Blink here. Mineski still their options. They need to keep getting levels as well as some farm. I mean, Windrunner needs the mech, needs the sort of level 10-ish. Level 10 is where you have the maxed out shackle and power shot, and right now it's a level 1, maybe a level 2 power shot, and that just will not cut it. They need more on it. Much like they probably want a few more points in the rappel. Shadow Demon wants the level 6. SF, he's got all the levels in the world, but he needs items. He needs his Lothars, he needs his BKB. I don't even know if we're going to see a Lothars here. I feel Lothars is going to come so damn late, not to mention there'll be Sentry Ward's Dust Gem to counter it. This is just straight BKB in my eyes. And I'll be surprised if he goes for the Lothar's Edge. Just because I don't think it works this game. With that said, it's the item to get for the Filipino players. Solo mid SF gets it, solo mid DK gets it. They love it for an initiation, but the problem is there's so many disables, there's so many nukes. He's gonna become food. Blink Dagger up on Shadow Shaman now as well. Great initiation coming from iDeal. Smoke. They're looking for it, Mineski. They want to go in. Maybe a repel on the ES. He can just walk on in if he gets repelled up. They're still sitting smoke. Jay is the bait. Surf Wards go down. Jay needs to be careful. SF now there as well. They're going to repel him. That allows him to just right click down some of these wards. He doesn't do enough damage. He can't one-shot him. That's a bit of a problem. He wants to kill them in one right click. He's going to try and work his way around this fissure. There we go. Now with the help of some crit waves, it looks like he's got some additional damage from souls now. Yep, he's getting his souls up. Those Surf Wards each giving him a soul. And he was lacking there, so that's going to help him out a lot. As they will force iDeal back. iDeal unable to push on in. They want the Radiance, I think. 2.8k gold. We're 15.5 minutes in, so it looks like he will be on track for the 20-minute Radiance.
Forces are under attack.
And maybe that's the other thing. Does he need to go for BKB? They've got the repel. I mean, you see there, he gets repelled up, and well, BKB isn't really going to be needed if you've got a repel. But if he goes for BKB, well, then the repel can go somewhere else. So it does work that way. It does help him out there. And it does look like he may have bought something. We'll see if he has something at base. No, nothing as of yet. No, he's going for the Lothars. He has picked up the quarterstaff, and it's because of the repel. You've got the repel, and you don't need that magic immunity anymore. Well, you don't need the BKB. You have the magic immunity. You always need the magic immunity, but it will be coming from the form of the repel. It does mean that these other heroes who maybe want to have a repel, ES if he wants to walk in for an ultimate would love a repel, but walking in for an ultimate is never going to be easy. You need the blink or a 4-staff. And the enemy heroes, even if you're repelled, they'll just walk away. They won't let you get the big ulti up. Bottom lane, Windrunner. Jay, Bimbo, he's transitioned, no mech, he's going for a 4-staff, he's picked up the staff of Wizardry after getting the headdress. It looks like Omni Knight was building a mech of his own. Yep, he's got the buckler as well as the headdress, so Jay, I mean, he can get a pipe out of this, but I think he was thinking mech at the start, but realized that, okay, Omni Knight's going to get it instead. Maybe, they're farming about equally well here, 39 creeps, 46 creeps, both with fairly dismal farm, to say the least. None of these Mineski heroes are having a very good time. 4th to 13 is the kill score. Looking at the farm, 43, 46, 43 for the Windrunner, Omni Knight, and SF respectively. Over on the Scourge side, 53 on Lone Druid, 57 on Chaos Knight. They're leading the way. Leshrac slightly behind on 39. And then you've got all the towers, not to mention the kill lead for iDeal.GIGABYTE. They're going to have a Bloodstone coming on Leshrac. He's up to 4 kills, 1 death, as well as the 41 creeps. Not a very big creep score. Considering we're 17.5 minutes in, he's not all that far, but it's not really mattering all that much.
A player's forces are under attack.
And we will see. iDeal.GIGABYTE pressuring out this top tower. They've only, well, looks like they've only got 3 top. Shadow Shaman's bottom. Not to mention Lone Druid in the jungle. Farming up. Well, he's got his relic goal. He's 18 minutes in. There's your relic. 2 more minutes. Probably got the Radiance. Everything goes according to plan. What is Shadow Shaman building? It looks like we're going to see a mech. They haven't got the mech on any other hero, so Shadow Shaman says, okay, I'll get it for my team. We can get this really strong push going with mech giving us the heal we need. Oh, not to mention the initiation from the blink. Force back though, force back, and oh, the shackle shot. Bimbo, he's perfectly lined those up time and time again. This is going to be the end of Shadow Shaman. Very, very aggressive play. Foolish play, in fact, because his team weren't even pressuring top. His team was not causing any distractions. Easy as TP in of Omni Knight's life. He sees the initiation coming in. Unless you burst down Windrunner before, well, I don't know, burst down Windrunner before Windrunner can actually cast a spell, then Windrunner's fine. And what happens is that Omni Knight TP's in, heals, even if you can chain disable with a Hex followed by a Shackle and even if you get a Ward Trap, it's not going to get the kill there. The Purification easily keeping Windrunner alive. Although, meanwhile, Lone Druid is of course farming, and he's farming pretty well. Relic up on the bear, just keeping on his hero for now. And Mineski can look to get their first tower of the game with the Shadow Shaman dead temporarily. He is now back. He is trying to TP mid. AA ultimate goes flying in, but Mineski already backing off because of those TPs. So not going to work when you throw the AA ultimate as the TPs go. Shadow Shaman respawning. Looks like this game is, well, it's either gearing up for iDeal to have a fast win with the push out. Well, not so much a fast win, but maybe a 25 to 30 minute Rax and GG. Or Mineski to push it to a late game 60-minute farm fest. Even if it goes that long, it doesn't mean Mineski are going to win. If it goes late game, it's not Mineski's win, but the only way Mineski are going to win is if this goes late game. So they want it to go late game. They want to get the Blink Dagger on ES. They want SF to get really farmed. They want Winner to get really farmed. They want to get Omni Knights and really nice utility items. They need it to go late game. Whereas iDeal, they want to win now, but at the same time, if it goes late game, they're still well in this game. They can win late game much like Mineski can. It's going to come down to decision making, ganking, positioning. No, I don't think either team has a big advantage in the late game. You look at Leshrac. He's really farmed. He's getting big. Same goes for the Bear. He's almost good as Radiant. Shadow Shaman offers a lot of disables. We'll have the mech up as well. Chaos Knight in the late game is a scary force. iDeal, their late game is fantastic. Mineski, they've got a great late game of their own. Plenty of disables. They've got the Guardian Angel. Omni Knight's probably going to be the big difference in late game. With an Omni Knight, you get the Repel. Not to mention you get the Guardian Angel. Two great spells to have in a late game scenario, but it's still not a given that Mineski win at late game, but they can't win at early game. That's the thing here. They're looking to take some fights here. They haven't got the items up really. They just want to chip away at this tower. Maybe expecting iDeal to be in that Roshan pit. Repel on Shadow Fiend. This is the one way they can fight. Have SF in the front lines with the Repel. Right-clicking away. He needs to be careful. He's going to wear off soon. He's going to go for the tower up tonight. Sets it up for the CK. Power Shot going to get AA down half HP, and that's what you want to do. Spam him off. AA's now half HP. What are his options? He goes back to Fountain. Maybe, well, Shadow Shaman can't use a mech here. Or he just fights on about half HP, which is going to be the option he takes as iDeal. They smoke up. They look to enter the enemy jungle. Maybe they look to find a pick-off. Oh. 13 gold. This means Radiance. He must have finished his Radiance. It's coming out now. And they smoke into Roche. Okay, they're going to go for Roche and Mineski. Maybe they know, maybe they don't. Either way, there's nothing they can do, even if they know this is happening. They may make a go for it if they suspect it's happening, but I don't see them stopping it. It's going down too fast, and well, even if they go, I feel a team fight will not be theirs to win. Both teams playing it fairly passive at the moment, going for these sort of more push-oriented styles. Even when iDeal push, Mineski will spam them off, and then they back off, and there's very few kills. There hasn't been too many kills as of late. It was iDeal getting the early kills, but since then, there's been fewer and fewer. ES Vision just going to slow down this push by slowing down the arrival of some of these other heroes. Blink in, there is going to be a heal. Uh-oh, he needs to attack some of those wards, or maybe just TP straight out. Oh, he's going to pop an ultimate. I'm not sure about this decision. There's your TP out. Ultimate hits the Shadow Shaman, who does take quite a bit of damage. There's your TP out. Oh, Korea. It goes down. The Bear right-click damage was enough to get the Korea. Oh, it loses it. Hopefully nothing too important was on that. It looks like, oh no, he got his Lothar's Edge. He bought the Lothar's Edge, so that's the good news.
A town is under siege.
Not sure if there's anything else on there.
A player's forces are under attack.
SF, he popped the ultimate, did do massive damage. Chaos Knight with a BKB goes blinking in, pops the ultimate. He's looking for a target. SF, BKB, there's your Guardian Angel, long range, hits the Shadow Shaman. Shadow Shaman goes down. And so far, Mineski, they haven't suffered any losses. The only losses have been these ultimates. They've used SF ultimate, Omni Knight ulti. But they're going to look for a fissure, followed up with some disables from the Windrunner, from some of these other heroes. They're just going to go for this Spirit Bear, maybe force a resummon. Maybe it can't be resummoned here. Maybe this actually going to escape on its own merit. Power Shot goes shooting on through, but it will be able to get recalled in just a second. And there we go. Poison damage, not enough to finish it off. Bear, he could resummon, but if he wanted to, he probably would have done so already. He's going to send it home to heal up and save that cooldown for another time, for a rainy day. Top lane. Tier 1 tower taking a bit of damage. Oh, Mineski, they are keen. They want to go here. They were expecting someone at Ancients. That's where they headed first. And now they run to the high ground. They're going to run right into Leshrac, who's almost got his Bloodstone. The Woot's not ready for it, maybe, or just not realizing his team weren't anywhere nearby. It was only the SF who was with him. The other three heroes, bit of miscommunication there. I believe they had some different ideas. SF said, hey, let's keep on going. Let's go keep on searching. They're not at Ancients. They might be at Secret Shop. Well, he was right. So was ES. So was Woots. But the rest of the team decided to have already backed off because there was farm at mid. Those openings to sort of catch up. I mean, we're now level 10. This is what Jay is after. He's now got the level 4 Shackle Shot, level 4 Power Shot, as well as a point in Win Run, as well as probably his ultimate. Maybe even a couple points in Win Run. This is looking decent for Jay. The Windrunner. He's been playing Windrunner and Puck almost every game, I feel. I haven't seen it been Boca in a while. It's all about the Windrunner, all about the Puck. His sort of key heroes, his signature heroes this month round. Well, I don't know his signature heroes. That's always going to be his Bin Boca, but it has been the Windrunner and Puck that he's been mostly playing. Those side lane solos. He'll play maybe the solo mid if they get Brood for Oa. If they put that in the off lane, but generally even Mineski with Brood, they'll put it in the safe lane. They'll run a farming Brood. Mineski, they're sticking together. This is what they're playing it so safe. They know if they get picked off, they maybe lose a rack, they maybe lose the game. So what they're going to do is they're going to stick together as 3, 4, 5 heroes all the time. Winner at bottom, going to see, okay, a lot of heroes here, we got to defend. And look at this, Pipe is coming on the bear. I love this pickup. They're going to go for Pipe and Mech and go for an all-out push. Maybe even maybe they want to add a Vlad as well. Oh, but man, look at this push. Is there even a glyph here? Mineski taking so much damage. Where are the TPs? They're going to lose a tier 3 tower. Nothing gotten in exchange. SF now shows up. Going to start right clicking down the wards one by one. Bear maybe going to try to get a big entangle. Oop, forces the Lothars out of him. There's a gem up though. Bear has the Lothars. Oh, ES, he's gone and he has a blink dagger apparently. He sold his boots for the blink, but there's not enough damage. iDeal, they picked up the ES. They pick up the Shadow Demon as well. Omni Knight, he's trying to keep himself alive. He popped the ultimate. Is there another stun? There's a cold feet. It's going to maybe lock him down. He goes down. Shadow Shaman with the kill. The Raxes are going to go down. The Bear is going to get shackled up. SF on the run. The gem is going to spot him out though, I believe. Chaos Knight, the repel preventing any additional nukes, but 3 losses from Mineski in terms of heroes. 2 big Raxes go down. That's the real loss. And iDeal with their all-out push strategy are looking to upset Mineski, are looking to get into the grand finals. Mineski, who have come so far, who have not lost the game in oh so freaking long, have just met a roadblock. They are suddenly like, what do we do? How do we stop this push? They got outlaned, they're getting outplayed, and they are now getting outpushed. Can they come back? Can they hold this? Mineski are a team known for never giving up, but right now they are behind in farm. They need to be ready to defend. They were just not there. They were all top. They needed to be bottom. They needed to basically spam off the lanes before they get into the base. They let the heroes, they let Shadow Shaman drop the wards. They let Leshrac get a free tower. They didn't start defending until the tower had already gone down. They needed to be at the base. Spam Fissure, spam Power Shot. Guess what? They don't even lose a tower. If they're there spamming Fissure and Power Shot, they don't lose a tower. But for some reason, well, not for some reason, they were at top. The entire iDeal team were smoked around here. They didn't reveal themselves until the creep wave got further up, until we got reached about here. But by then, Mineski are all top. Mineski probably thinking, do we TP? Do we wait? Windrunner's there. Windrunner can spam Power Shot, but they needed the Fissure as well. They needed the Fissure. They needed the long razors. They weren't there. And with just Windrunner alone at bottom, well, Shadow Shaman drops the wards. Nothing to cancel, nothing to kill Shadow Shaman. If Shadow Shaman tries to drop the wards and ES is there, well, there's a Fissure, followed up by a Power Shot, followed up by a Raise, and well, Shadow Shaman can go down. But with just Windrunner there, the wards get dropped, and Leshrac just runs in and says, okay, thanks very much, I'm going to get this tower. I've got a Bloodstone up, I've got heaps of farm, I've got heaps of survivability, I get a tower, and here's another smoke. This is going to be another gank attempt, or maybe even just try to set for a push. They're going to go in on Jay here. Blink Strike, stun is going to follow up, he's got the, oh, he's going to get Fissure, try to keep himself alive, it's not going to matter. AA Ultimate comes flying in. Oh, they've got the gem Repel done on SF, but how much does Repel actually help when they have vision? That's the thing. Double kill for Leshrac, and sure, you're magic immune, but guess what? The other team know exactly where you are. You're not going to be able to use that Lothars to get off a big ultimate. Entangle still goes through. The Bear can still right-click you down. There's just nothing SF can do. He doesn't have the damage. He doesn't have the farm. He's going straight for a butterfly by the looks of things with his quarterstaff. He's going for the evasion. That's how he deals with the Spirit Bear. He gets himself some evasion, but iDeal are pushing in. iDeal want to go for another set of Raxes. SF, he's defending bottom. Shadow Demon and Omni Knight. The ES, the Windrunner, the 2 key spammers are dead. ES respawns. Windrunner dead for another couple of seconds here, and during that time, well, iDeal find some openings, find some kills. They get Jujero. They're going for more. ES, Blink, Ultimate. Woots gets himself a double kill. That's the hold they were after. SF, a couple right clicks. They get the hold. They get the big ulti. Woots somehow, the captain, he sold his boots to make it happen in the last fight. He sold his boots. He bought the Blink Dagger. It didn't work last fight, but it may have worked this fight. It may have just held out for Mineski. Bought Mineski some time. Bought Mineski some time to farm up, get the next big items up, push out the lane, deal with this push that's going to keep on coming time and time again. But right now, Woots has kept his team in the game. Big ultimate. He maybe wants to buy some boots now though. He's so damn freaking slow. He's just so damn slow. Oh man. We are going to see some more item progression. What have we got here? Omni Knight Bracer. He's going maybe for a Django. No, he hasn't even really picked up anything new. Windrunner going for what looks to be a Necrobook, I imagine, with his Staff of Wizardry, but he's still a bit of away from that. SF needs his Butterfly, needs his next big item. 2.3k gold. Still a good almost 2k gold away from a Butterfly. And well, before he gets that, there's going to be another push coming. BKB, Aegis up on Chaos Knight. And Lone Druid with the gem. Where it must be a pipe coming very soon. If they get a pipe, well, I'm not sure. Pipe as well as
Players' forces are under attack.
Mech, it's going to give him such a strong push. They're going to go for the T2 tower for now, though. SF is in the front, right clicking away, but he needs to be careful not to get entangled. He's got the, oh, there we go. He's got the evasion. Talisman of evasion being bought. I like that decision, just to get it up to help deal with his bear evasion. If he gets entangled, he's in a lot of trouble. So just dodging a lot of those attacks is going to help him out, because there's less chance of being entangled. So I think it's a nice little pickup here. We are going to see Lestrak caught out in no man's land. Blink, fissure. Lestrak goes down. This is what iDeal cannot afford to have. They need to make sure they don't give Mineski these free kills. Otherwise, well, ooh, it's a worry. It's a worry. That's not something they can afford to have happen. SF, Oa. It's a Butterfly. 2k gold away. 1400 gold on him. And well, Roshan maybe about to respawn. Are they waiting for that? There's gonna be Cheese and Aegis. He's not going for the pipe. Ring of regen, two rings of regen and a ring of health. He's starting to build a hood, but nope, he says, nope, screw that, I want a Hyperstone. He picked up a, oh no, sorry, did he pick up Hyperstone? Yeah, he picked up Hyperstone on the bear, okay. He has enough gold for the hood now after this. I think he just wants to buy this hood. Against the ES, a pipe is going to help out the team a lot, not to mention the hood on himself will help out. But for now, he hasn't actually bought it. He's a torn man, he's conflicted. Do I go pipe? Do I go assault crest? Which do I want to go? Which do I want to get? Another smoke. How many smokes are iDeal using? Smoke after smoke. Diffusal blade. Chaos Knight has got it. There's your Omni Knight counter. There's your way of dealing with the repel on the Shadow Fiend. And what a great hero to get it on. All those illusions will give mana burn as well. They're camping Roshan. They must know it's about to respawn. And there you go. Hood it is. We'll see if he gets the full pipe. I'm not convinced that he will. I feel it's a good idea to do so, but he's also trying to build this assault crest. Meanwhile, Mineski, they get themselves a tier 1 tower. That's a really smart choice from them to start going for these towers in return, because that's what they need. They need this gold. They need this Butterfly up on Shadow Fiend. The problem's going to be, even with a Butterfly, the repel can get taken off, and then, well, he gets burst down. Look at all these nukes. Look at all this magic damage from Lestrak, Shadow Shaman, CK. Shadow Shaman with a Django. Trying to build a BKB. Lestrak starting to build a BKB. CK building a BKB. They're going to have magic immunity. They can just go diving in with BKBs, go for the kills, even on Shadow Fiend. If they defuse off the repel, he goes down. Maybe they force out the Guardian Angel, and then the diffuser's on for that. But either way, it's probably a good trade for iDeal. And they can just sort of suicide for Rax at this point in the game, especially with an Aegis and Cheese. We'll see probably Bear and the Chaos Knight pick up the 2, unless Lestrak wants one. Chaos Knight gets the Aegis, Cheese goes to the Bear. And now... oh man. Now we'll see what's going to happen. SF still trying to farm up. He's just not having the game he would have liked to have so far. He's 3k gold. He's so close to the Butterfly. He's not going to have it before this fight by the looks of things, which is a worry. His courier is there waiting. That's how badly he wants it. He's not worried about buyback. He knows if he buys back, well, he's not going to have souls for one thing, and additionally, well, his Butterfly's going to be so far off that they lose. So he just wants to get the Butterfly and buy the Butterfly. Ward's going to get dropped. The Bear going to start right-clicking away. The Hyperstone giving it so much attack speed. The Demolish giving it additional damage. SF's going to try go in, take out some of these wards. He wants to take out as much as he can. The Bear is back in. They maybe need to just focus down this Bear. Look for a shack on the Bear. He diffuses off the... whoop, uses up one diffuse. We'll see another repel. Repel's got a fairly short cooldown. They kill the Bear once. It gets resummoned. Rabbit is down though. But the wards are there with that, and they look like they can get it. Uh-oh, SF, he gets initiated on. He doesn't want to have to buy back. There's a repel. There's another fuse. Guardian Angel, it can't go. Omni Knight, he's hexed. He gets first down. SF forced to buy back. No Butterfly for you, SF. Oa is down. The mid-rack gonna go down as well. The Bear right-clicking away on it. The rack goes down. The Lestrak edict adding to all the damage. And what a great initiation from iDeal. Chaos Knight just going, diving in. He had the diffuser back up. He used 2 charges, but hey, Of course, that's what they're there for. That's what's going to win you the game. And now Mineski down 4. Rax is here in the semifinals. ES, Blink, Ultimate. It looks like it did not very much whatsoever. And now Chaos Knight, he's on a warpath. He's respawned following the Aegis. And Mineski in a world of pain, in a world of trouble. Possibly going to find themselves in a 3rd place deciding match here. Unable to take down iDeal.GIGABYTE unless they can stage what would be an amazing comeback. They're not out of it yet, but this is looking like a near unwinnable position. The amount of push potential from this iDeal squad, from their set of heroes, is going to be absolutely scary to look at. How can they hold this last set of racks? I mean, you look at what the Bear is doing to them. The Edict, the wards. This push is devastating. And then you've got the Chaos Knight who just goes charging in with BKB, who can defuse the repel. This entire strategy is relying around the repel on the SF, but guess what? This item here, screw you, your strategy no longer works. One item. I mean, some people think in some ways, yeah, it comes down to the picks. This Omni Knight tri-lane, it didn't win them bottom lane. The SF at mid lane got absolutely destroyed. The dual lane at top kept Winner really under leveled. Every lane went perfectly for Mineski. Bottom lane, they gave up no kills. The Bear managed to get some farm, managed to deny some XP against a dual lane / tri-lane. Mid lane, CKAA got kills. SD was forced to come mid. He didn't really do anything at all. SF still died. Top lane, they crushed Winrun. It was 3 lane, won convincingly by iDeal. iDeal crushed the laning stage, and now they're using all this pushing power to their advantage. Not to mention countering the entire Mineski strategy, which was to repel this Shadow Fiend. Well, maybe it wasn't their entire strategy, but when it got to this point, when Mineski fell this far behind, their only viable strategy was repel Shadow Fiend and hope he does enough damage to carry them. But it hasn't happened, and now with their Diffusal Blade up, it's not going to happen. He's going to have a Butterfly soon. We'll see if that helps him out, but he's still so squishy. Look at it. What's his HP? 1300. If they get rid of the repel, he suddenly becomes absolutely food to their nuke. He gets nuked down. Maybe a mech, maybe a Guardian Angel can help keep him alive on top of that. But, well, Diffusal gets rid of Guardian Angel as well. So Omni Knight's going to have to wait till after the Diffuse to cast Guardian Angel if Repel's still on cooldown. But even then, they've been hexing Omni Knight. They've been keeping him out of the fight. Shadow Shaman will blink in and find the Omni Knight. And as a result, Mineski decides to smoke up. They're going to try hide a bit better here. Shadow Shaman has got a BKB. BKB would allow him to just go suiciding in, make sure he gets the disables off Omni Knight. And I like this. They're going to try and catch them by surprise. Blink, ulti, it only hits the Chaos Knight. Not the best ulti from Wooch, but it's going to be enough to kill the Chaos Knight. No Diffusal Blade. Where's the Repel though? Where's the Guardian Angel? SF taking too much damage. SF goes down. The Guardian Angel comes too late. It must have been the Shadow Shaman disabling the Omni Knight. iDeal.GIGABYTE have taken out Mineski. Mineski called GG. Shadow Shaman, MVP, disables the Omni Knight every single fight. There was no Guardian Angel to help keep SF alive, and all I can say is it must have been Shadow Shaman. Blink in and hex every single time. Omni Knight cannot cast a spell. And Mineski, I thought they had it this month. I thought they maybe make it to a grand finals against iZone.GIGABYTE, but little did I know. This iDeal.GIGABYTE, a finals against iZone.GIGABYTE. Little did I know that iDeal.GIGABYTE is a force to be reckoned with. We're going to be seeing GIGABYTE versus GIGABYTE, iDeal versus iZone in the grand finals, in the GIGABYTE Esports Tournament, the International Dota Cup. GIGABYTE all over the place, guys. What a fantastic sponsor they are, sponsoring all these top world-class teams, additionally sponsoring this fantastic tournament, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying the GEST IDC. I am Gods from Ghosty Gamers, bringing you all the live action here for the GEST IDC, and that was Mineski Esports, Mineski Dota, falling in the semi-finals, falling once again, month after month. They have failed to get back into the grand finals position, which they won. They won the cup back in February, but since then, they haven't managed to do it again. They have struggled. They put up a hell of a fight. They were looking to be the team to beat this month, but iDeal says, you guys are the team to beat, well, we are the team to do it. And they are going to be in the grand finals. They're going to be trying to take down iZone.GIGABYTE, their fellow GIGABYTE compatriots, and we're going to see whether or not they can do it. Although first, guys, I believe we'll have the 3rd place decided. We'll have Mineski up against Hurt Me Not to decide who gets the 3rd place position, who walks away with a piece of the prize pool. 3rd place deciding match will be coming up next, guys. I am Gods. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. The links are there. GGNet Gods on Facebook and Twitter, and then Gods Studios on YouTube. That's where you'll find all the VODs for this tournament. I'll be uploaded there after the tournament's over. Be sure to subscribe and check them out, guys. We'll be back soon. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in.